What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Whatever you want to call it. So, check it out. I have with me the Canon R50 V. And I said I wasn't going to bring it out the house yet. I was going to do this in the house. But since I have the time and I have the opportunity, I'm just going to play with it a little bit. So far, I like the weight. I like the size. I think the only thing that's missing, but not really missing, that I really don't care about is a viewfinder. Because like I said, I'm going to use this for vlogging. More so when I go out the house, traveling, and things of that nature. So I like how all of the connections, the HDMI, USB-C, mic, remote, and headphones are on the left side. That makes this a whole just lot more convenient. I'm not going to use, the words that everybody use, like game changer and stuff like that. I'm not going to do all that. But I do like, matter of fact, what I love about this camera so far is the quarter 20 hole on the side so you can film vertically. I really, really like that. Why do I like that? I like that because I don't have to take my tripod head and turn it over on the side and readjust it when I'm finished recording vertical with my Lumix. So I do like that. I was messing with the menu a little bit last night, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. When I set the camera up, it had me put in a password. Now, I don't know that having a password on the camera is really beneficial, and I don't see a real use case. I mean, if it's not locking my SD card, then I really don't see a real need to have a password on the camera. And that is the one thing that I have not heard any content creators. Let me reverse that. This is something that I have not heard anyone who has reviewed this camera talk about, was the password feature. Put in a 6-digit password in here. And I guess I'm going to select the don't ask me again part. So yeah, the display screen looks pretty good. I don't know how clear that is, but camera has nice weight to it. I have not really got in here into the menu and really set things up how I need to set them up, but I assume that at some point I'm gonna have to get in there and really learn all the functions of this camera, because I definitely want to really utilize this to the fullest extent. But yeah, as I was saying, I really, so far I like it. I don't have any complaints so far. The flip out screen looks good. It has a lot of information on there. It's not overly cluttered, not overly demanding, but I mean, I could adjust it however I want to. Right now, you are looking at video from the camera, and it's going to switch between the audio from my DJI Osmo Nano and R50 V, just so you can get a sound comparison from these two. And I'm actually curious of how the sound is between the two of them. I want to see if the Nano has better sound just from the camera than the R50 V does. But I mean, overall, not bad. It has a lot. It has more weight than the EV10, ZVE10. My bad. So that's that thing right there. And I like, yeah, it does have that little jello thing if you pan fast, but I don't see myself panning too fast when I'm using this camera, because I think that would be a little unnecessary in my opinion. So I'm going to, let me put the ISO, let me see, where can I do that? Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff in here that I really have to get familiar with so that I can really take advantage of all the features of this camera. And I like that on the screen you have a tap where you can tap to record, tap to stop. Got the big record button right here. You have another one right there. So it has a lot of yeah, there's a lot of options as far as, you know, making the adjustments that you need to make. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to dig in here and really learn this camera so that I can get the most out of it. Debating if I should pick up some lenses, which I probably don't need to, because I think that the kit lens is going to be more than enough for me. I wish I didn't leave the manual at home so I can so that I could get in here and really work this camera. Ooh, that's not nice. So because I have it on manual, I cannot sit there and put this autofocus, white balance on automatic. Well, anyway, I don't know. What am I talking about? I'm over here moving things around, changing things. That's why. Now, again, I have to get familiar with all these features so I can get my bokeh going. Not that that's important to me. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But at the end of the day, as long as I get some good footage out of here, I'm not complaining. I promise you I'm not. I gotta see how to, that's what I need to work. See how to set up the live feature. Because we got live streaming for USB-C, HDMI, camera connect streaming, mobile streaming. Let me see. Live streaming over Wi-Fi connection with the camera by setting a multiple angle live streaming from. Oh. Wow. Okay. Alright, so yeah. I'm wondering if this camera would be something good to do. Yeah, digging into this camera, there's a lot of stuff on this screen that you can adjust. And I really like that. Put that on autofocus. Yep, I really do like it so far. What does lock button do? Oh, you locked and control. Oh, I like that. I've never had a camera where you can lock the controls. That's sweet. That is sweet. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like it. So, yeah, I gotta get in here and really work this camera. And see exactly what I have going on here. Yep. Got me in here look crazy. I need to go get my button in this office. Came down here just for a hot minute to fool with this camera. What I like about the buttons, they are pretty quiet. All of the buttons that are all the functioning buttons on here are pretty quiet. The zoom, I like the zoom because it does not, like, I think on my Lumix, when you hit the zoom function, it starts out slow, then it goes fast. This one has a steady speed to it. So I really like that. That it has that steady speed to it. So yeah. So I'm going to dig into this camera a little more later when I get a chance. Yeah, this is nice. I like it. I'm liking it so far. I am liking it so far. I'll tell you what I don't like about this camera. It just looks really plain. That's what I don't like about it. Like, everything is like just dark. The only thing that's light on here is the EOS RV on the front, and the icons on the mode select, the lock button, the live button on top. What else doesn't have? Yeah, like all of the indications on the buttons, on the controls, are white. But other than that, this camera is like plain. And nothing wrong with that, because it's less distracting that way. So I can definitely get with that. I have my Rode mic on here, and I know the camera's just probably like, yo, what are you looking at? You point me in all 50 million directions. So I'm gonna slide this mic on here right quick, if I can loosen it up. There we go. So there we go with that. And I know that this thing is just looking all over the place. So I'm gonna plug this in here and see how the audio sounds with the Rode mic. I don't even remember what this Rode mic is called. Something Go. But it's not battery powered, so I'm going to see what the difference in sound is. So One, you have the audio from the DJI Osmo Nano, and we're going to see what that sounds like. And right now we have the audio from the R50 V with the Rode mic, and we're going to see how that sounds. And now we have the audio from the mic on the camera, and we're going to see how that sounds. So a quick comparison of all three. We're going to see which one sounds best, and from there we're going to decide. We're not going to decide anything. What am I talking about? Because I'm not going to be simultaneously recording with the Nano and the camera, and definitely not going to use the camera without a mic. What I need to do later is do a sound comparison with the Rode, my Zoom, and the DJI wireless mic. So that's what we're going to do later. For now, I'm going to cut this off because I got to go to work. Check y'all up later. Peace. Have a good one. Why is my pinky up? Why is my pinky up? What am I doing here? And I meant to do this. Like, peace. I'll holler at y'all.